You have your library card tattooed on you, right? No? Well, you must at least have a library card, yes? Still no? What? You know what? That's okay, because that just means you probably don't know that having fun isn't hard when you've got a library card. There's something at the library for everyone. Library kids, library grown-ups, library people. Of course, we've got books. I'm a book pusher. I'm a library card pusher. We've got books. We've got ebooks. We've got audiobooks through Libby and Hoopla. We've got manga. We've got graphic novels. We've got comic books. We've got biographies. We've got sci-fi. We've got thrillers. We've got young adult fiction. We've got juvenile fiction. We've got beautiful picture books. But if you're not a bookworm, which you can be, you're capable of it, we've got something for you too. We've got musical instruments. You can learn to play the ukulele, the guitar. We've got board games. We've got video games. We've got a bakeware collection. You can bake cakes, pies, all sorts of cool stuff, courtesy of your local library and a library card. We got parks passes. You can go to the museum for free or discounted, courtesy of your library card. We loan out Wi-Fi hotspots so you can gain access to Wi-Fi at your home, wherever you happen to be in the world, all courtesy of the local library.
What is your first thought after seeing that? My first thought was, damn, that library got a lot of stuff. Matter of fact, not only does it have a lot of stuff, I wish my library had that. I mean, you can go get free Wi-Fi to bring home. Why am I paying Verizon $130 a month when I could get free Wi-Fi from the library? Oh yeah, that's right. It's because my bum library doesn't have that. Now, this individual is very energetic. He's very charismatic. In my opinion, he's one of the few individuals that seems to just present themselves as they are. If you've ever read Kafka, you'll realize that one of his most popular quotes is that he realized that life was a game of hiding your true self and wearing a mask, and that he was a fool for never wearing a mask. And this is one of those individuals that seems like he's not wearing a mask. He is who he is. He kind of reminds me of Report of the Week. The way that he kind of comes off is different. He presents himself in a very boisterous, very energetic manner. Just something different. If you were at the library and saw this guy, you would definitely get the vibe that he is someone who is genuine and someone who is very energetic. Now, with that being said, usually when people see someone that's different from them or someone who's actually happy, because for some reason people can associate with misery so much easier than happiness, they tend to think of things that are negative associated with this person's positivity. And that's exactly what happened on Twitter. A user on Twitter basically came out and said that people are getting weirder. And this guy ended up hitting the jackpot. Not the person being made fun of in the clip, but the person who posted this video, because this person is a rage baiter. There's people on Twitter that post things that purposely try to get people mad. Think of Ben Shapiro, but on a much smaller level. They post things about how someone getting fired is somehow relevant to their race, and saying that this is due to the current soy boy epidemic, and that if you had more testosterone, you'd avoid a layoff. Seriously, that's one of the posts he made. And he's one of these people that look for people to hate him so that he could get people that either hate him to interact with him or people that are as low IQ as him to rage along with the machine. Now, he has been posting about this person on and off for about a month. And after a while in December, this person actually replied to this person. And again, it was in a positive manner.
Are some of the coolest things I've read in a very long time. Saying things about me like, dude's a freak for real, making fun of my voice, my mannerisms, the way that I retell the wonderful library stories I encounter, and some other awful things I'm just not going to repeat because they don't need to be heard by anybody. I don't even honestly believe you should go see this Twitter thread. It's that awful. I'm only saying this, and they've also some people who came to my defense said things like, he's autistic, leave him alone. He's autistic. I'm not autistic. There's nothing wrong with being autistic. I think autistic people are some of the coolest on the planet. I love conversations with my autistic library friends. I have so much library love for them. I look forward to conversations with them each time they visit the library. I am talking about this because I want people to remember that sometimes people have their worst day. They are really struggling in life. And sometimes what that results in is they say very mean, very cruel things about other people, which is not okay. It's not okay to say mean, cruel things about people. But I hope you remember, as I'm trying to remember, that when people are really suffering, sometimes they resort to meanness, cruelty, because that's what they feel about themselves. And I hope those people have a much better day tomorrow. I hope they experience kindness. I hope they experience joy. I hope they remember that they still belong at the library. I hope better days are ahead of them. I hope you are doing okay.
Now, as you can see, he basically took it with stride. He took the high road. He basically said, I am what I am. I am who I am. I'm someone who's very happy with my job. I'm very energetic and very positive in spreading this message of going to the library, getting a card, and then being able to actually use the benefits of a library. But unfortunately for this individual, it seems like he's gotten a lot of attention and a lot of the wrong attention, because along with this Twitter user, other Twitter users started to take notice of this individual, and in the typical Twitter fashion, they decided to spread nothing but hate. They ended up saying that he's weird, he's someone who comes off as a sicko for being that excited being around kids, saying things to the nature that he's only there to basically brainwash children. And eventually what ends up happening is that people start to pry into his personal life, because unfortunately my man put out his personal information and said the library he works at. So they start to theorize what he has done there. They start to pry into his personal emotional state. They try to say that he gives off a dark aura, that looking at him and listening to him, he exudes a negative energy. I don't understand how they get this from that, but they've done it so much and to such a degree that he actually made a video responding to this, explaining this supposed dark energy they sense, and again, trying to take the high road and explaining that it's okay if you're feeling down and out or negative, or you have some type of dark aura coming from you. And again, he takes the high road.
Some people let me know that there are people out there who see the darkness in me. They say that my vibe is dark. And I just want to acknowledge and say what you're seeing, the darkness in me, are mental health struggles. I am struggling. I am on the struggle bus. I am the conductor of ye old struggle train. But I am doing my best. I am keeping on day after day, just like so many of you. And you are who I want to talk to. You who are struggling, I want to let you know that I am right there with you. I am on your team. I suffer from anxiety, PTSD, depression, panic disorder, and nightmare disorder. And I am so proud of you if you are struggling, because you are still here, and I am so happy that you are here. And I want to remind you, I have no idea how much time I have left in this world. My time is running out, but I want to let you know, remind you that your local library people are there to support you. They are the people, my friends, my colleagues, my beloved human beings, the librarians, the library workers. They have pulled me out of so many dark days, and I am cordially inviting you to your local library to speak with some of the kindest, most empathetic, genuine people you will ever meet. They will see the light inside of you. There's so much light inside of you. Your vibe is shining. You are the sun. You are the moon. And that is what library people, my friends, will remind you of: your light. Yes!
So following this individual continues to get reposted online. People keep seeing his clip, and it's a smattering of people saying that he's weird, he's a freak, he's someone who should not be a librarian, and then people responding to those people saying that he's not that bad, he's just energetic, he's just positive, and it's a back and forth trying to essentially justify this person's existence in this role. And it seems to have gotten to this person to the point that they are now going to quit their job and take a break or a sabbatical from being a librarian. And it's pretty sad, because it seems like this is all due to the fact that he's getting a lot of negative attention online. Instead of people talking about how cool it is to get a library card, I know because I watched that episode of Arthur where he got it, and saying, wow, this is awesome, this is some good tips, this is actually really cool, they're now prying into his personal life, they're trying to find out more about him, and it seems to me like he has basically hit the wall and he does not want to deal with this anymore, and he'd rather just step away, walk away, give up this role for the moment of being a public persona when it comes to reading and being a good library individual. And it's unfortunate to see, because he basically is a positive totem that exists in a negative space. If it wasn't for Twitter, perhaps if this was discovered by like PBS Kids or the forums on Sesame Street, there might be some positivity come out of this. But because people are so negative online and because people are so judgmental, this guy could not literally exist in the space. Definitely there's people who defend him, but again, it's not even people who really enjoy his content. They're just there to fight the people who dislike him. So it ends up being a weird rigmarole where people are showing up just to defend this guy's honor, and other people are showing up just to dishonor him. And there's no real discussion about the topics that he's bringing up. It's more so just focusing on this person and his personality. So it's unfortunate to see that he shared a bit of himself. A lot of people bit off more than he was expecting. And he basically became a public figure when he was not intending to do so. And it seems like this is yet another example of why you should not share your personal information online. Because honestly, had this gone on, I would not be surprised if Ben Shapiro showed up at this library in order to confront this terrible librarian for his tactics.
To the library kids, to the library grown-ups, I'm so very sorry. I am going to miss you, but I'm still going to be around. I'm going to keep on visiting. You're in good hands. I love these library workers. They love you. They care about you. They are passionate about your library joy. I love library joy. I love book joy. I will always love Solano County Library. Thank you.
At the end of every single video, make sure you ask people to rate and subscribe to your content. It makes them feel like they're involved even though they're really not. And most importantly, make sure they comment on every single video. If you have to, disguise it. You know, call it something like the question of the day. And really make them think you're gonna really read it when you really don't have to. Ha ha ha!